What up, gamers? So, as you can tell, we have the live stream. I'm super pumped for this, honestly. Can't wait for all the stuff that they announced. We have 14 minutes left. I wanted to start early um, so everyone can get here. 'Cause I'm so pumped. I have a huge video coming up on this coming out literally today. So, I'm super pumped for that. I can't wait for all the new exciting stuff. They are going to give us the announcement, the price, everything. Super pumped for it. And look at that. I literally forgot my water, so I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Got my water. Super excited, honestly. Okay. I'm back. Got my water. Super excited, honestly. But can't wait for all the stuff that they're going to announce. Super pumped. Truly am. But can't wait for all the stuff that they're going to announce. Super pumped. Truly am. And the ironic part is there is no sound. Okay, there should be sound coming through, hopefully. I'm hoping. Okay. So, super pumped for this, honestly. I can't wait for what's coming, I've been waiting for this thing as soon as I found out. Of course, I had to work on making videos, and of course, like, how could I not? So, huge video coming on the way. So, super excited. So, how is your guys' day going? For me, pretty solid. I woke up way earlier than I had to. But, I mean, today's very exciting. I have to go do work a little bit, but I mean, that's way later, plus this event, and I have a full video coming out after this announcement. Super pumped. I've been working way harder on that thing than I should have, but I like giving the best content. I want it's in everything you need to know before you buy the ASUS ROG. Super pumped out. I'm really hoping that they don't announce a second version because then I have to completely go my editing. I do have an alternate version, but it's not going to look as pretty as the first version because the first version was set up as if there was only one. So I'm really hoping that they don't announce a 2-1 even though everyone is saying there's going to be. So I'm hoping, praying, just really hoping. Because honestly, if they announce the second version, I will probably lose my mind. Let's raise the volume a little bit more. These 9 minutes are gonna be death, honestly. I'm so excited for this. Like, it's insane how excited I am for this. Like, I am a handheld person. like, I have a Switch Lite. I also got the Switch OLED for the better screen and so that I can play on the TV. But like, I mean, I am such a handheld person. I grew up on handhelds. My dad had the PS Vita, whatever, you know. And then I had the 3DS, which I'm actually thinking about modding my 3DS. I mean, since they don't get any support anymore, I mean, it's better time. And I'm actually thinking about modding a Switch. My friend has one of the older versions, but I don't know if he's willing to sell me one or what, but I thought about that. But honestly, if I'm gonna start modding, I'll probably mod a 3DS first so I get more stuff. I need to update that thing. I have not updated it in years. I'm not even joking. Last time I updated it was probably 2017. And I wish I was joking. I am not joking whatsoever. But, I don't know. Maybe you'll see that in the video. But, I am so excited for this. And, again, hope they really don't announce a second version, because then I have to go back into my video and completely re-edit it. Even I do have an alternate version of the video. I do have an alternate, but it's not fully edited. I still have to add gameplay over, or not gameplay, footage, which it is so hard to get footage for a device that isn't really out yet and that like no one has their hands on. So I've had to take a um few people's footage and cut it up and stuff so I don't get copyrighted. I mean, when I do post the video today, I'm gonna be like, all footage was captured by, give them a shout out, because I mean, it ultimately is their footage that they were able to gather. See, because I am not cool enough that I cannot go to one of these events. I would love to go to one of these events, but as a small time creator, it's just not there. You have to grind. I I would love to go to an event like this, honestly. Get footage and give you the best news that I can, reviews. I love doing reviews and gameplay, but hey, I'm being best on top of that I can for being a small creator. There's only so much I can do, plus just gotta put in that grind. And I'm really hoping that the video I post today of everything you need to know before you buy about the ASUS ROG Ally goes well. I'm really hoping with this channel, it's really hit or miss when it comes to newer stuff. It either completely goes insane or it doesn't get much views. Which, I mean, it's not all about the views, but it gives you a clear idea of what the algorithm is thinking of your channel, what your viewers are pursuing your channel. But, man, these 6 minutes. I am so excited and I cannot wait. Tell me, guys, what do you think? Are you excited? Are you pumped? Let me know. I love hearing you guys' comments. Get the comments going. I love talking. I'll respond, of course. I have it up ready for any comments. And, of course, I have my comments saying, hello, glad you stopped in. Hope you enjoy. And 5 more minutes. See, this is the thing, though. If they do this, there's 5 more minutes type thing, and then there's like a whole few minute introduction with a countdown like they do for the Nintendo stuff. It drives me crazy, because it's like I am way too excited, way too pumped just to have to wait even more. But I'm so pumped. Honestly, I'll probably buy the ASUS ROG Ally. I have been talking about it, to my friends, family, and stuff. It's like, I'm a gamer. I have a laptop. I don't have a PC. Thinking about building a full PC and stuff. But due to prices and stuff and constant changes and all that fun jazz, it's like, I don't know. But this is twice the power of a Steam Deck. Like, this is insane. So, I mean, I would love to just get this instead to play games, because I mean, I already have a way that I do to make edit videos, do videos, record. I mean, I can play games on this. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be playing Jedi Survivor or whatever, it's not like I'm going to be able to, but I can't play like Truck Simulator. Honestly, Truck Simulator looks so much fun. I did try the demo. I didn't get it when it was on sale. A little bit of a letdown. Yeah, it's sad. But with this, I am so pumped. Like I cannot explain. I literally barely could sleep last night. I woke up like live stream started at 8:45. I was awake at like 7. Chilled in bed till 7:30. Then I had to get up and do stuff. But man, I'm so pumped. And we only have 3 more minutes left. I hope that they announce some really good stuff. Like, I hope that this is a solid announcement. And I'm hoping that all the leaks, at least besides that there's 2 versions, are accurate. Because I really don't want to go back into my video and have to completely re-edit. But it is whatever, you know. It is what it is, you know. I'm gonna be grateful for whatever, you know. Put in the work, put in the hours, you know. We stay hungry, we devour, you know. But it's crazy. It is crazy. I love all like the different Easter eggs that they have on this. Like the screens, you know, classic. There's classic consoles, you know. Like I can't explain how excited I am for this. Like, as soon as I heard about this event, I'm like, I am doing a live stream. I don't care if no one shows up. I am doing a live stream. So, I am so excited for that, honestly. 2 more minutes. Let's go. I honestly hope this is a good one. I mean, handhelds right now are like thing. Oh man, this buddy. Um, handhelds right now, it's like it is a very oversaturated type market. After the Switch completely blew up, everyone wanted to get on board with it. And the issue with that is stuff's becoming outdated very quickly. Handhelds just can't really perform as well as they should. So I'm really hoping that this is a home run. The Steam Deck was a home run, even though it's not as great as the ASUS ROG. But I'm hoping that this will be a home run, that this one will be good. This one will be a substantial handheld just like the Switch. And that is one thing too. Switch has been around since 2017. That thing is outdated. It's hard to play certain games, even for me. Like recently I've been playing a game called Don't Starve. And you wouldn't think that it would take, but sometimes the loading screens are way longer than they should, and I think it's because of the Switch. So I'm hoping that the ASUS ROG is, you know, amazing. It's gonna be the best, one of the best handhelds, you know. I understand if you're a Steam Deck fanboy or girl, you know. I understand that. Respect it, honestly, being loyal. But also at the same time, it's like, Leo. I am honestly so hyped for this too. Like I cannot wait for um full launch. And we only have not a few seconds, but at least we don't have any more minutes left. I am honestly so hyped for it too. Like I cannot wait for the full launch. Seeing the price. I'm honestly hoping there's not 2 versions. I would like just a 1 version. But yeah, I'm so hyped for this too. I can't wait. Like it got me pumped, excited. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The event's gonna start. Okay, let's do this. I'm so pumped. Okay, that was clean. You have 1 message from RG. Oh, this is so cool. Okay.
When video games started becoming mainstream in the 80s, They were no longer confined to arcades and living rooms. Handhelds have been part of the gaming scene as long as consoles have, from simple LCD-based portables to cartridge-based handhelds of the early 90s. And as gaming has progressed, handhelds have progressed with it, but they always fell a step behind to their console and PC counterparts. Think about the early 90s. 8 and 16-bit games brought some incredible deep gaming experience to living rooms around the world. And while handhelds of the time were a phenomenon with games like Tetris and Pokemon, plenty of those handheld games pale in comparison to their console counterparts. They were a compromise. Sure, you could play Castlevania or a Street Fighter on the go, but they didn't quite live up to the standard of the originals.
That's true.
In the late 90s and the early 2000s, we have entered the age of 3D graphics, allowing adventure, fantasy, sports, and other genres to explore the entire new dimension of the play. Games like Final Fantasy VII and Super Mario 64 redefined their genre with 3D graphics and the full motion video.
I'm so pumped. They are so setting this up so good.
Stuck with 2D alternatives to keep gamers happy on the go. Console and PC gaming kept driving forward, with adventure games and first-person shooter embracing cinematic level of polish. First in 720p, then 1080p, and finally ultra-sharp 4K.
Oh my goodness, they're setting this up so good.
Trail behind with compromises. Play the best games at home and settle for whatever you can get on the road.
That is true.
Some of the latest handheld feel underpowered, still stuck at the low resolution like 720p with disappointing frame
They're
rates.
so calling out the Switch.
We deserve a game changer in 2023, elevating handheld into Full HD 1080p gaming visuals. Say hello to ROG Ally.
Oh my
New
goodness.
type of handheld that can play the same AAA games in 1080p. All your games on one device wherever you go. With ROG Ally, you are limited to one platform. If it works on Windows, you can run it on ROG Ally. You
Yo.
can play your favorite games from Steam, Epic, EA, Battle.net. And that means there's no need to buy your games again. Access your existing library anytime and pick up your cloud saves right where you left off.
It's so
The
genius.
ROG Ally even comes with 3 months Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Yo.
Xbox
That's
Game Pass
sick.
offers different genres for you and your family. Hundreds of titles like Doom Eternal, Outer Wilds, and Hi-Fi Rush. You will always find something new to try.
That is
When
true.
we say old games, we really mean it. Not sure whether a game is right for you? Wanted to try it before you download it? Launch it instantly with Xbox Cloud Gaming with no wait and no need to buy it upfront. You can even play your favorite mobile games on a larger screen, or relive your childhood with classic retro titles. If you can dream it, you can play it. We want to show you everything that makes this device so special. So we are going to talk about how we engineer its ergonomic design, run down all the specs, and show off the new software that ties it all together. Creating a handheld is no easy task. It's more personal and portable than a laptop, so every aspect has to be just right. It needs to meld with your hands, effortlessly contouring to your fingers and wrists. We want you to feel like it was just built for you, with every button and thumbstick carefully placed for a precise control. So we developed countless different form factors, repeatedly going back to the drawing boards to imagine, iterate, and refine the final body. Once we found the right general design, it was time to really get down to business. We meticulously honed each component of the body for a comfortable, ergonomic feel that didn't sacrifice thickness or portability. Perfect control starts with easy access of your thumb.
That's this, but we're working on it before the Steam Deck.
On the controller. We place all the buttons at the top half of the chassis using Xbox's tried and true asymmetrical stick layouts, so everything is within easy reach and feels familiar to gamers.
That's so cool.
We use a flat dome design for the face buttons to create more comfortable feel with distinct tactile feedback. We even place 2 extra pedals at the rear of the device.
That's gonna be so nice,
which can be mapped with in-game actions or use it as a macro modifier. The way they naturally wrap behind the handle makes them easy to reach with your fingers, but they are strong enough that you won't accidentally press them during an intense gaming session.
Nice.
It's important that a handheld device rests comfortably in your hands,
Yeah.
so you can play for hours. To ensure an ergonomic fit, the top of the chassis isn't completely flat. It has a subtle 2-degree slant to more comfortably contour to the angle of your wrist.
Wow, they really
While
thought of
a
everything.
14-degree slant in the corner provides a perfect resting place for your palms. Of course, you don't want the device to slip out of your hand while gaming, so we added some texture surface to keep the device secure. The engraved lines of the front secure the Ally in your hands while giving it a sleek look.
Out of
The
everything,
angled
honestly.
texture on the handle gives you the firm grip on the device at all times. And each button is designed to survive more than 10 million presses, showing our commitment to ROG quality. Finally,
Wow.
it was important to us that the Ally was lightweight. After all, you want to carry it with you everywhere you go. It
That
was
is
a
huge,
challenge
honestly.
to get to that point. Originally, our prototype weighed 680 grams. In order to reduce the weight, we slimmed the heatsink fin from 0.15 millimeters to 0.1 millimeters.
That is
and hollow out
insane.
portions of the top case. Then we switched to a lightweight aluminum to both display bezel and the battery brackets, strengthening rigidity and bringing the total weight down to 608 grams. Even with all the relentless efforts, it's still 8 grams heavier than our original goal.
Wow,
The
that's
ROG Ally
insane.
is our smallest Windows device yet, but it's still as immersive as ever, thanks to painstakingly optimized visual and audio experience. We knew we wanted the Ally to provide a Full HD 1080p
Which is
experience.
game-changing,
So
honestly.
we went with the 7-inch touchscreen to showcase those sharper graphics. At 7 inches, the 1080p resolution provides an insane pixel density of 314 ppi, providing a sharper image
PPI.
to all your games, movies, and streams. At 120 Hz, motion is smooth with minimal latency. Plus, as a handheld device, you expect to be able to bring Ally with you anywhere you go, even outside. That's why we pushed the brightness to 500 nits
Which
for a
is
true game anywhere
insane.
experience, whether you are on the train, in the backyard, or at the beach. For the screen surface, we turned to Corning's best-in-class Gorilla Glass Victus, which is ultra-thin and scratch resistant. So no matter where your Ally is headed, you know it will be protected from the bumps and knocks of everyday life, just like a
that's
handheld
nice.
should be. Corning also coated screen with DXC, increasing surface hardness and minimize fingerprints. Most
Wow.
impressively, DXC reduces the intensity
thought of
specular
everything.
reflection,
They really
meaning
did.
your gameplay stays crisp and punchy, even in the presence of direct lights.
That is so
And
nice.
with dual front-facing speakers featuring smart amp technology and Dolby Atmos, you will feel surrounded by the lifelike audio every time you drop onto the battlefield. Now, we know you are dying to see what this machine can do, so
Yeah.
let's talk about performance. We are always striving for the top-tier graphics at ROG, and this time, we had some crucial benchmarks we wanted to hit. So we worked together with AMD to create a silicon for the ROG Ally,
Yeah, this
known as Ryzen Z1, and it is truly a special piece of silicon. The AMD Ryzen Z1 is built on a 4nm process, Zen 4 architecture with 6 cores, 12 threads, and the latest RDNA 3
Okay.
graphics on board. This
So
APU
the leaks
provides
were right.
incredible performance with the best power efficiency available in a handheld or a console today. Plus, you get the full support of AMD's excellent upscaling technology like FSR and RSR. This Ryzen Z1 chip blows past other handheld on the market. 2017's leading handheld saw only 0.39 teraflops of graphic power, while another device from 2022 managed 1.6 teraflops. But ROG Ally blazed an entirely new trail of 2.8 teraflops of graphic
is
performance.
insane.
We also worked with AMD on an even more powerful silicon, the Ryzen Z1 Extreme.
Oh,
which
they
is
are doing
capable
too.
of whooping fast
I
8.6
gotta re-edit my
teraflops,
video.
making ROG Ally closer to a home console than a handheld. The Z1 Extreme uses the same Zen 4 architecture with RDNA 3 graphics,
8 cores,
but with
16.
8 cores and 16 threads. Its insane power efficiency makes it perfect for handhelds allowing true AAA gaming on the go. So in a world without ROG Ally, handheld gaming was capable
Wow.
of 25 to 30 frames per second in AAA titles. The ROG Ally with Ryzen Z1 Extreme provides much smoother motion at 50 to 60 frames per second in those same titles. But with Full HD 1080p graphics, not 720p graphics you see on other handhelds. That means your game looks sharper with smoother motion. With performance like this, you can game anyway, anywhere, on your
I'm so
own,
pumped.
with friends, or in competitive scenario. When you are playing solo, you are giving yourself some me time with the latest story-driven single-player AAA games like Hogwarts Legacy, Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh boy, they're claiming
or
they can play
Death
Cyberpunk.
Stranding. With our purpose-built carrying case and
Oh,
central
it comes with
wireless
one too.
earbuds, you will be able to take a break from the story and pick it back up later on. The Ally can do more than just handheld play. Connect the Ally to your TV and monitors. Grab a couple of controllers and you have got a party. Take on
That
your
is so
friends
nice.
in FIFA 23, go head-to-head in Street Fighters, or dive into couch co-op with games like Overcooked and Moving Out. To make this easy, we offer an optional adapter that plugs into Ally's USB Type-C ports, charging the device and connecting an HDMI display at the same time.
That is
Even
so
has
nice.
USB Type-A ports for other peripherals. Hooking up a mouse and keyboard for productivity, 4K gaming, or competitive esports. In this setting, every bit of performance counts. So we made ROG Ally compatible with XG Mobile suite of external GPUs. Dock your Ally at your desk and enjoy the power of NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090 laptop GPU for top-tier performance with extra ports for keyboard, mouse, monitor, Ethernet, and more.
It's insane.
Incredible performance isn't
I'm gonna have
just
to
about
read.
graphics. The ROG Ally's
Edit my
PCIe
video.
Express 4.0 SSD provides blistering data transfer speeds. With this super fast drive, the Ally boots up instantly and game launches quickly to get you right into the action.
It's insane.
If you need more storage, the Ally's UHS-2 micro SD cards allows you to expand your game libraries as much as you want without compromising those load times. The Ally LPDDR5 6400 memory keeps Ryzen APU fed with data at the moment's notice,
Which can be
Ryzen
changed.
Z1 Extreme puts its best foot forwards. And with the latest Wi-Fi 6E technology on board, you will see more consistent download speeds, more reliable cloud gaming, and uninterrupted video streaming at 1080p. Just like
insane.
ROG laptops, we give you complete control over this performance with our turbo, performance, and silent modes. You can adjust TGP on fly to give yourself more game time, with up to 2 hours available from performance modes in AAA games. Turn it down to silent modes for cloud gaming and video consumption, and your battery will last even longer, giving you up to 6.8 hours of entertainment on your ROG Ally, even when you are away from the wall outlets. Now let's talk about the secret sauce, ROG Intelligent Cooling. Every device we build needs to deliver maximum performance while keeping it cool and quiet. We need a different cooling paradigm to build ROG Ally.
Yeah.
Since the hardware sits
You do.
behind the screen, we have already learned how to master this type of cooling thanks to our experience with ROG Mothership and Flow Z13.
See, this is like the
result
best
is
company
something
to
we
do
call
this.
Our zero gravity thermal system, which, thanks to its quiet performance, also provides zero distraction from what's truly important, your games. We call it zero gravity because it's designed to be used in any orientation. Sitting upright in a chair, lying down in your bed, or however else you game, with ROG Ally, you can do it all with no drop in performance.
That is so
To draw
cool.
heat away from crucial components, we use a special kind of heat pipe, providing extra friction to increase the capillary force in the pipe, keeping gravity from interfering with the fluid inside. We also put fluid bearing in the fans,
They thought of
which is
everything, honestly.
quieter, more durable, and create less friction when held in different type of orientations. The Ally's heatsink uses ultra-thin fins, as slim as 0.1 millimeters, which increases the total surface area by 10% for improved heat dissipation. And with dust filters on the intake vents, the inside of your device will stay cleaner and cooler. While typical handhelds uses a single fan, We knew
Sure.
that dual fan solution was going
They
to
they
provide
thought of
more efficient
everything,
cooling
honestly.
with less noise.
This is so
On the
cool.
left here is an ROG Ally prototype with a single fan, while the right shows the new dual
I'm
fan
just
system,
speechless of how
keeping
awesome
heat
this
and
is,
noise to a
honestly.
minimum. Never settle for anything less than ROG intelligent cooling. Finally, we would like to talk about our custom software that
Oh,
pushes
this is
the
gonna
Ally
be cool.
to the next level. We have been developing Armory Crate for a long time, not just ROG desktop and laptops, but even the ROG phones. With ROG Ally, we are proud to introduce Armory Crate SE, a special
Oh
edition
yeah,
of Armory
the
Crate
Armory.
designed to help you play all your games on one device.
It is so
We
cool.
gamers are rarely satisfied with just 1 or 2 games. We have
That is
massive
true.
libraries,
That is
spanning
very
multiple
true.
publishers and platforms. This freedom of choice is amazing, but it does split up your collection across multiple launchers.
Yeah.
With Armory Crate SE, we want to give you one place for all your games.
They thought
The
of
program will
everything.
scan your system for installed titles and provide shortcuts to each one of them. Armory Crate SE
people
also
are
provides 3 different
geniuses.
control schemes.
Even
We
though the
can use
battery's not
standard
that good,
gamepad
these
modes,
people thought
recognized
of
by many
literally
games,
everything.
touch
It's
control for
insane how well
Windows,
they thought this
and you
through.
can map the ROG Ally's button to mouse and keyboard for the games that support those inputs. And when you aren't gaming, you can use the
Wow.
thumbstick to navigate Windows desktop with a traditional cursor.
They thought of
You can
everything.
remap buttons
This is
game by game
insane.
to create truly customized experience that travel with you. Almost every button on Ally is remappable. Just open the profile for the games you want to customize and select the button you want to remap. Each button can have 2 functions mapped to it, with
That is
secondary
so
functions
much.
accessible with the paddles on the back of the device.
I am
It's not just
blown
buttons.
away.
You can customize
Yo,
the
you
dead
can even
zone and the range
change.
of your joystick, giving you more precision when you aim. If you want to set the dead zone larger to avoid accidental missteps, you can do that. The same goes to the buttons on the top.
This is
The trigger
insane.
range
They
is
have
fully
made it that you can
adjustable
customize
armor
literally
fit.
everything.
So if you want a weapon with a hair trigger for firing at moments of notice, it's all in your control. Customized haptic feedback built into the
They have
handle
haptic
allow
feedback?
for incredible immersion, pulling you
Wow.
into the action with whatever intensity you choose. We even included Aura Sync RGB around both thumbsticks, allowing you to choose your favorite lighting pattern for a unique style, or sync the lighting with
I
supported
mean, the lighting's
titles
cool.
to
I mean,
draw
it's
you
not
into the
necessary,
game
but
world.
I will give them
If
that.
you want to change settings in mid-game, you can press a single button to have a full control center at your fingertip. Adjust your performance modes, control scheme, lighting, and so much more with just a few taps. Access to popular game store, ROG Elite Rewards.
See, now the question
and
is,
other crucial
how
settings
much
like
is
Wi-Fi
this? You
and
know,
Bluetooth.
they're building all
You
this
can
up
even record your
so
game
that they can tell you the
footage
price.
and organize your library of screenshots and game recordings from
Yeah, but
one central
this is
location.
insane.
Or edit videos and share them to the social media instantly. Thanks to Windows 11, you can do anything, game, stream, or even work from this one ultra-portable device. With Windows Hello, you can log
Fingerprint.
into ROG Ally
There's some footage
instantly
that I can
with the
finally use.
fingerprint
There's so
sensor
much
built
footage
into
I
the
can
power
use.
button. So you don't have to type in long passwords every time. And with Microsoft's built-in security features, you are protected against all sorts of cyber threats. Windows Defender provides up-to-date antivirus protection, and parental control puts fans around your kids' screen time and web safety.
Honestly, that
We're
is cool.
incredibly proud of what we have accomplished with ROG Ally. Incredible performance, quiet operation.
See,
and
now
huge
this is when
selection
they
of
say,
games from multiple
well,
platforms.
if you love
We are
this,
confident it will be your next favorite handheld.
you have to spend this
We know
much.
you are all excited to get your hands on this revolutionary
Just
device
tell us,
as soon as
please.
possible. And you want to know the price?
Yup,
We are excited
yup,
to
here we go.
announce that ROG Ally with a Ryzen Z1 with 512 gig of storage will be coming soon to Best Buy for only
Yo, that
It
is
will ship in
insane.
Q3. The ROG Ally with Ryzen Z1 Extreme comes with 512 gig of storage will be available for $699 at Best Buy in
Yo,
June.
this is
Both
insane.
models comes with 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for free, making this an easy
Insane.
Check
Yo,
out Best Buy to pre-order this device today and team up with your Ally as soon as possible. If
I
you
mean, they
want to
just had to
make
make
the
a second
absolute
version,
most
but
of your ROG Ally, it is compatible with every model of XG Mobile. We currently offer two options: GC32 with AMD Radeon RX 6850M XT for
it's only
only
for
$799,
$799.
and GC33 with NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090 laptop GPU for $1,999. And stick around, because we will be joined by Microsoft and AMD in just a few moments to talk more about this incredible new device. Come on, let's go with me.
You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Hello everyone and welcome to our post-event discussion here on the ROG Ally, the new latest gaming Windows-based handheld from ROG. Thank you for joining me here. We've got Sean from ASUS, Rowan from Xbox, and Frank from AMD. And you know, the first question I think everyone's wondering is, can the Ally handle crisis?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I sure hope so. This thing is a beast. We're going to talk all about it. And you know, Sean, first and foremost, what were the biggest challenges with creating a device like this?
Yeah, so when we go through the survey with our focus group, the number one thing that they wanted is a balanced weight distributed handheld devices. And the targeted weight was 600 grams because the current handheld devices
That is utterly
are being too
insane
heavy.
that they were
It's
trying
not
to go
something
for
they can
that
engage for a
small.
very long period of time. So, you know, their game time, their fun time kind of got cut down because it's not comfortable. So when we first thought about the design target for ROG Ally, was really thinking about a device that can get into gamers' hands for hours of fun time. So weight was our number one thing to overcome. And you know, I kind of covered through how we took our engineering excellence to drive the weights down. And then the second thing is about navigation. The navigation on the Ally, thinking about intuitive type of navigation experience with
Insane.
customers, navigating through controllers,
Like,
navigating through
utter
keyboard, mouse, and touch
insane.
screen. And that's where it led to the end. We ended up implementing two ECs together, being able to run touchscreen, keyboard, mouse, and the game controllers all on the same device in parallel. So those are the two things that we feel like was very proud of that what we have achieved.
Makes sense. Okay, so a lot of these devices run Linux or Android, but in this case you chose Windows. Why is
Windows,
that?
They're smart for that.
Let's talk about that.
Say more.
Yeah.
That's so smart.
So let's talk about Android first. Android games, currently we have a product called ROG Phone. It's a product that we launched last month and that serviced the Android markets. But for gamers like myself, you know, in the last 5 to 10 years, I have a collection of games in different platforms. I have games in Steam, I have games in Epic, I have games in other platforms.
The lady's just staring him down like, who broke your heart?
For myself, I wanted to make sure the games that I already own can be played on this new handheld device. And there's no brainer. Windows
She's
is
just
the
like,
most inclusive system for all
great.
the games. Everything that I own.
You
plays
cheated on me.
Windows,
Like,
right? And
that's
now
all I'm getting
with,
from this girl.
Game Pass available for me to discover new games.
I
And
think she's just
on the
really
other side,
that
as a hardware
interested in him.
manufacturer, having the latest hardware,
But she's
service
also leaning
supports
away,
in Windows is a huge thing for me.
which is
It's
a
super
interesting
convenient
sign.
for hardware manufacturers to feel comfortable that the new technology, the new high-speed Wi-Fi, high-speed PCIe, you know, will be supported in Windows, and that's, you know, no-brainer. Windows is the choice to go.
Well, I've been using this for a little bit, and Windows does perform beautifully in this form factor. Let's talk about some of those enhancements gamers can expect with this experience from Windows.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's great certainly to hear Sean talk about his experiences. And I think, you know, you can certainly count on the power of the PC gaming community to kind of really push the bar. In terms of things we've been hearing and what we sort of see, familiarity is huge. Like, you can pick up this device and you instantly know how to use it. You don't have to figure out how to navigate and get things connected. You don't need to figure out how to pair controllers and other devices to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
you know,
so
you
nice.
don't
I
have
can't
to
wait.
Figure out where you can go find your apps. Like, all of those things are just the same thing that you are used to from the history of how you've been using the PC products before. Innovation, I think, is another really big push that we get a lot. I mean, tons of work goes into actually tailoring and optimizing the silicon with the underlying operating system to really make sure that you are getting the best performance and efficiency out of the experience. But I also look at things that we do too, like auto HDR is a great example. You know, you have this.
Yeah, this is cool and all, but they're kind of like overdoing it now.
And they now actually play better on new hardware because we can actually light up those colors. And this is all done without the developers having to touch anything in the code base from the games that they produced, you know, 5-10 years ago. And then I might just echo the openness. Like, to me, I think it's incredible that you can open this up and you have your Xbox app.
They're overplaying this now. This should have been like a separate interview thing that you know, hey, if you want to see some developer talk, hey.
We are putting the player at the center, and we are acknowledging the fact that the player plays across a ton of different places in different form factors. I mean, that to me is great, and it's extensible. You know, I think ASUS has done some great things. If you look at some of their command center investments, you look at the rest of the sort of applications that they put in there, it really lights up.
Game Pass is absolutely a huge part of the equation. How
Yeah,
do you
it is,
think
honestly.
gamers will make the most out of this service?
Yeah, absolutely. So Game Pass for us is, you know, it is the way that we are putting a whole collection of hundreds of titles kind of in the hands of players. It's integrated into the Windows experience with an application through the Xbox app. And to me, it's this collection not only of what we produce with Xbox Game Studios, so first party, but you also have this huge collection of third-party games that are accessible. And we've put a lot of energy into those partnerships. And so with Game Pass, you also get to be, you know, your EA Play membership. You have
Okay, this is getting a little too much, honestly. This is kind of overkill now.
So to me, it's this blend of what you're really familiar with. You know, you can go pick up the device and instantly play Forza Horizon 5, but then you get to discover all kinds of things that you wouldn't have otherwise maybe even thought about trying to play. You know, Sean and I were talking before we started this recording, and he was talking about how excited he was because he found.
Yo, this is recorded, not what?
I'm like, man, this game is incredible, and it only like got exposure and kind of became this big thing. I think partly because Game Pass gives you an opportunity to explore in a way that you wouldn't otherwise have had.
Never would found it if the Game Pass wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know, so thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the hardware side of things, Frank.
Okay,
RDNA 3,
this
Zen 4, massive generational leap every single time. How do you guys do it?
Well, thankfully, we've been building tens of millions, hundreds of millions of gaming devices now for over a decade. So Xboxes, PlayStations, desktop computers, laptop gaming computers, and so many other devices. And you know, we kind of know what we're doing, thankfully. And we're really proud of RDNA 3, which is our latest graphics architecture that we just announced it in November.
Okay.
Already in this device.
It's kind of time to start wrapping it up, honestly.
It's 50% more performance per watt. That's 50% more efficiency than just the prior generation. And it's perfect for a device like this. The timing of the architecture of RDNA 3 and what the goals were for the ROG team with this device couldn't have lined up at a better time, because it's really that engineering excellence and everything we're doing with that architecture and that silicon.
See, even the guy on the right, he kept tapping his foot like, can we hurry this up?
At the perfect moment to
I mean, he could
us
just
to get
been
the kind of
fidgeting,
gaming
but
experience we're delivering with this device, which is
yeah, see, he's
full
doing it.
high-definition gaming in some of the most popular, immersive PC games at over 60 frames per second. That's never been accomplished before in a type of device like this. So it's really just a phenomenal accomplishment, because you have to deliver performance and efficiency. And that's what makes it such a huge challenge that only RDNA 3 is able to enable.
Can you talk at all about what led to the creation of the Z1 chip?
Well,
I'm sorry,
the team
this is
at ROG and,
oh my
and Sean
goodness.
especially always like to give us some very ambitious challenges. But I think the team at ASUS and ROG know that
Honestly,
really
I think they did their main thing.
Enables us to be able to
This
respond
is
with an answer to the challenges that they bring us.
extreme.
And when they came to us and
For me,
said,
so I'm gonna
"These
wrap
are
it
the
up so I
goals,
can
these
work
are the
on the video.
ambitions that we have
Thank you guys
with
so
the
much for
Ally,"
watching, and see
we
you
looked at our
later.
entire portfolio of technologies, the timing of the new technologies like Zen 4 and RDNA 3, and what the mission was